Right. I fucking love that song. I don't know why. But g'day, lads. Welcome back to the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, episode number 5. And we got a couple people on here today. Obviously, we got NRL Vid 090 and Warriors NRL Fanatics, but we're also joined by a special guest, great Rugby League YouTuber himself. We got Trev from Shut the Gates. Thanks for jumping on, Trev. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Anytime, mate. You know, I think it's actually good to get you on here. You know, you've got, I think, very similar subscriber count to what I have. Actually, I think we're pretty much around the same anyway. So I reckon that's pretty good that we were able to get you on, which is awesome. I reckon.
Yes, cracker. Can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, NRL Vid 090 Warriors Fanatics. How are you, lads?
Yeah, good.
Good, Fanatics, yeah. How are you, mate? You good? Yeah,
good.
That's good. Well, what we'll do, obviously, we've got.
I'm great. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the chat.
Yeah, good to hear, bro. Well, we've got no one here at the moment, so I reckon we should wait about 30 seconds to get someone on here. But until then, I'll play the intro music, and then we'll give it probably 30 seconds, and then we'll probably just rip into it. And people should be on by then. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Let's just get into it because I think people have short-term memory and forget that we're on. But anyway, let's get into it, guys. So what we're going to talk about today, guys, for you guys in the chat, we're going to talk about how the Cowboys are just falling off a cliff. They're going from bad to worse. We're going to talk about the Roosters. Can they still win the premiership without Luke Keary? You guys let me know in the comments below about that, and I'm sure all of us will give our opinions on them. Is the 18th man a good thing or is it a bad thing? Also, where will Adam Reynolds, Moses Zemploy, and Dan Gagai end up for 2022? And we'll obviously go for the round of 40. We'll go through the games and we'll give our tips and predictions, even though I think we've all done our separate videos. But we'll go through it anyway. But g'day to the chat. We've got a few people coming in already, so more people will join it the longer we go on. CT Dingo's in the chat. How you going, bros? James is there as well. Righto, let's get into it. So let's talk about it first. Obviously, the elephant in the room. My team, the Cowboys, absolutely fucked. We all know how shit they're going. They couldn't score a try for the lives at the moment. The defense is so bad. I think under 16s would probably do better defense than what the Cowboys have been dishing up so far this year. But I'm going to go to Trev first about this, mate. What do you reckon's wrong up in Townsville? I don't know what the go was up there, but what are your thoughts on them so far this year?
Mate, they're terrible. There's not much to say about it, but
at the moment,
they're shit house.
To fix, obviously, you know, I mean, it's a new team, sort of. Payne being there, and the new assistant coaches such as George Arliss and Dean Young. But maybe that's not the problem. I think it's more of a thing, maybe where they don't have a proper replacement for JT. Maybe it's all Morgan, who's always out. So look, there's some things the Cowboys have to fix, but you know, they got a good team, but just they don't gel for some reason. And but it's not the end of the world yet. They can still make the top 8 and all that, but they have to get a win, you know, really soon. I think if they're gonna, I guess, still threaten make the 8.
Do you reckon they can actually make the 8?
No, probably not. But if they're gonna start trying to make an attempt, they're gonna start winning this week or next. Or, I don't know.
They got no chance.
I'll tell you what. At the start of the year, I don't know why, but I was buying into the Cowboys hype. Maybe that's because I support the club and shit like that. But my God, how wrong I was about that. But look, this whole fucking Jonathan Thurston era, in my opinion, that's all bullshit. His last year was 18, but really should have retired in 17. They had Morgan do that great 2017 run, which hasn't done anything since then. To be fair, and he can't go 10 games without an injury. He's about to retire, so obviously sucks for that. But there's no way they'll be near the top 8. Now, you know what? In my opinion, now, me personally, as a Cowboys fan, I fucking hope they get this wooden spoon. The way things are going up there, you know, Todd Payton's a new coach coming in, putting in his new ways. He called out Tamalolo after the first round, which was just stupid. And then, obviously, Josh Maguire's probably been our best forward. Now, he's been told that he's not even wanted for next year. I mean, personally, I hope I get the wooden spoon. And honestly, I don't give a fuck what happens to them the rest of the year. I hope I get flogged on Saturday by Cronulla. Now, I'm not going to disown the Cowboys or anything, but they need to learn. They need to suffer this shit now. They need to learn from this. And I know a lot of Cowboys fans will be like on Facebook and on social media, they'll be like, "Oh, you know, we've been shit for 3 years. Why can't we be good?" Because our team's shit. I mean, we got guys like Clifford, shit, Drinkwater, shit, Hess, shit. The list goes on and on. So I don't know. I hope they finish on the bottom 4 or get the spoon because I think they deserve it, to be honest.
Well, the problem with them is that their salary cap's all wrong.
Yeah.
Why do they have 3 players? Like one of them barely plays. That's on $1 million. You've got a winger that's on $1 million, and you have why is he on $1 million?
Fucking
and then you've got
Holmes.
Tom Malolo's worth it, but he's not going to make you a premiership contender.
Exactly.
So, there's so much stuff wrong with them, and
What about
I reckon that they're going to get worse before they get better.
Yeah, it looks that way. Trev, what about your old mate, Scotty Drinkwater?
Oh mate, I hate him. Like to be honest, and he's been one of the Cowboys' best players this year.
Yeah.
And for me, that's not saying anything.
No, he's not doing anything.
He's doing something.
He needs to figure out whether he's a fullback or he's a 5'8", because you know I think he's on fullback money, but he played half of last year at 5'8", and then for some reason he's playing fullback at the start of the year, and the Cowboys are going to pay $1 million for a winger or a fullback. Like the Cowboys don't even know if he's a winger or a fullback. I mean, I've been shitting on this guy for quite some time now, but Jordan McLean, he'd have to be a 2.0 version of Aiden Tolman. Does absolutely nothing.
And he's on ridiculous money as well.
Yeah, he needs to go. And he's fucking captain this
700,000?
Yeah, he's on about 800,000, 900,000 a year, which is just ridiculous.
And they're saying get rid of Josh Maguire. He can go whenever he wants. Why? He's their best forward.
And what he said the other day. Yeah, and on the other day, I think it was the Dragons game or the Titans game, I think it was like, "Oh, we're not putting any fire in the belly." You know, like for him to say that, I mean, there's definitely something going on. I mean, we're 3 rounds in. Normally, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, it's only early. We'll bounce back." But this has been going on for about 3 or 4 years now for the Cows. So it's now like, "Oh, wow, we're back to square one all over again." So it's like, I've got nothing with the Cowboys. I've got nothing for them. I don't know when they'll win a game. I think they play the Bulldogs in a couple of weeks. I might be able to win that game, but they sure as hell won't beat Cronulla, and they definitely won't be beating the West Tigers. They haven't beat the West Tigers at Leichhardt since the year 2000. So, you know, I was only 1 year old back then. They haven't even won there since. So I don't see how they're gonna beat the Tigers. Maybe they'll beat Canterbury up there, but not really any confidence. And I don't know what the score will be that game. It might be 4-2. It'd be worse than the Bulldogs Broncos game.
Oh, can't get much worse than that.
Oh, that was a bad game. Jesus Christ.
Are you willing to say that the Titans are better than the Cowboys?
At the moment, I would, but it does make me feel sick saying that, to be honest with you. But look, you know, the Titans. I'll get into them later on. But when we talk about the Raiders-Titans game, but look, Cowboys for mine. I reckon they'll win the spoon. It's between them and Canterbury for mine for the spoon. Brisbane maybe if Bulldogs or Cowboys get a win, but I don't know. It's a long year up in town. So Fanatics, before we move topics, do you want anything you want to say about the Cows? You see anything good up there at all?
Not really. No, just summed it up. Really, the Cowboys they need to do something different up there in North Queensland. They need to make some changes up there because those players are just not performing. So they need to make changes and quickly because. Yeah, it's probably going to be another long year for them at the moment, going off what they've produced from the field right now. So, yeah, I don't see the Cowboys getting any better at the moment. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, they are absolutely fucked. And you know what? Todd Payton's already under pressure and he's been there for 3 games. So it's like, has he already lost the dressing room because of Tamalolo? What he said about him, I don't know, but doesn't look good. Let's move on to the next topic, man. That's enough about the Cowboys. I'm sick of talking about them. The Roosters. Now, they lost Luke Keary against the Rabbitohs on Friday night. Obviously, they lost Keary due to the ACL injury. Obviously, a big loss for them. Can the Roosters still win the premiership without Luke Keary, or will they go and buy Gareth Widdop or something? What do you guys reckon about Roosters?
Look, I'll start. I think the Roosters, they've still got Tedesco, the Morris boys, Manu, Tagayahu's still there. They've still got a fair, obviously they're missing both their best and not Flanagan, Luke Keary. So, look, it's going to be tough, especially when they're going to be debuting Sam Walker, who's hardly experienced. He's only played his first game, and Drew Hutchinson, he's solid, but he's not great. Look, the Roosters, they should be fine. But, with Keary being out for the season and with the uncertainty of Jake Friend, coming back to the team because of that concussion injuries, they might miss the top 4, but they should make the top 8 because due to quality and all that. So they should be all right. They're missing a bit, in my opinion.
Yeah. What about you, Trev? Do you see the Roosters winning the comp still, or do you reckon they're
no chance? No chance.
Fucked.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't pick them when they had everyone there, so I'm not going to pick them now. Did anyone here pick them to win the grand final?
Yeah, I did. I backed them to play South. I had Roosters to win, but I fucking cashed out on that one now. I cashed out on that Roosters grand final. I cashed out on that.
What'd you get back?
Oh, about $50. I had some big money on the Roosters. I think I had 100 on them. I had 100 on them to win it, and then I cashed out at 50. I went, nah, Keary's gone there. Fuck, I had to cash out before the odds changed to be really, really low, so I had to cash out. When he got injured, I'm like, right, ACL, I'm cashing out.
Yeah, they're done. They might make the 8, but they won't go much further.
Yeah, I agree. Fanatics, what about you, mate? Well, the Roosters, can they still win it?
I don't think so. But I think in the top. They're probably in the top 4.
You reckon they'll still be top 4?
Those injuries have really made a big. It's a big blow to have those injuries.
Yeah. Nah, look. Me personally, I was high on them at the start of the year. I tipped them to win the comp because I thought, they had a lot of players in that team that had won 3 grand finals, all that experience. I did worry about the 5'8" position, but I thought they would cover it. But obviously, without Keary, I think they're gone. Let's talk about Manu or Tedesco playing 5'8". I don't know if that's going to solve their problems. I think the only way they could actually be a threat again is if they try and get Maloney or someone big to come over from over in England, or someone that's maybe on the market right now. I don't know, but I don't think they can win the comp now without Keary. It's like the Raiders last year without Hodgson. When they lost Hodgson, everyone went, "No, they're gone." They did go on a good run, but that's because they had Whiten, Williams, and all those sort of players. The Roosters now, they haven't got that structured half now. They've got 2 rookies in the halves, and they've got Jake Friend, who's injured at the moment, and Tedesco. There's going to be so much pressure on Tedesco now. It's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, definitely. Well, as I said in my Shut the Gates previews, the youngest half to win in the last 20 years or something was Cherry Evans, and he was 22.
Yes.
So Sam Walker at 18, it's a big ask.
Actually, I was reading today. James Tedesco was saying at training that apparently Sam Walker is actually going to change the way the Roosters play and stuff. And I'm going, you're going to listen to an 18-year-old halfback tell you to change the way you play. No way they can do that.
Yeah, that sounds like bullshit.
That's a terrible idea. If they do that, because apparently Tedesco said, Sam Walker said we're going to play this way. And I'm going, well, if you're going to change the way you play, then you're going to get beat. I still reckon they'll be around 7th, maybe on the ladder by the end of the season now, around 7th position. But they might win the first final, but they'll definitely go out the second week, if not the first week. I can't see them making the top 4 or anything now.
No, you're right. I think you're right.
No way. And I reckon the Warriors are absolute specials this weekend. I know it's at the SCG and the Roosters never lose there, but I reckon the Warriors are absolute specials of the round this weekend. But let's get into the next topic, man. The 18th man. Now, some like it, some hate it. Now, I'll ask you first, Trav. Do you think that the 18th man is a good thing, or is it an overreaction from one round, or what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, it's an overreaction completely.
Yeah.
What, you need to have 3 concussions just to use it? Who gets 3 concussions besides the Sharks on the weekend? It's been one time in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And then no one's going to use it unless some team gets 2 concussions late in the game, and you're like, oh, pull this guy off for the 3rd concussion, and we'll get a fresh guy, and we'll get the emerging player to play 10 minutes.
I can see coaches doing that too. Like if there's 1 or 2 concussions in a game, I can see someone just faking a concussion and going off, and then bringing someone fresh on. I can just see it happening.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, if too bad. If you lose the players, you lose them.
Exactly.
They already cheat the concussion rule as it is.
Yeah, they do. Someone goes off. Like I remember last year in the semi-final when Raiders played Roosters, Josh Hodgson, he got hit in the head, and I'm like, he's definitely going off for a HIA, and he stayed on the field, and I'm going, he's clearly concussed, but he cheated the system. I think the trainer got a fine from it too, but yeah, it's a very interesting topic. NRL Vid 090. What are your thoughts on it, mate? Good or bad?
I think it's one of those things where you go like wait or give it time. I guess. I mean, I don't mind it. I think it was always going to happen eventually with all these injuries coming in. But look, I'd say give it time. I don't think it's a bad or good thing, but I think it's all right. I think I agree with what Trevor said. Most of his. But look, I still think it's one of those things where you go like wait a couple of weeks and rounds for it to go ahead and we can all have an opinion on it later on. But right now, I think it's an all right sort of thing. I don't have any real issue against it.
Yeah, fair enough. Warriors fanatics, what are your thoughts on it, mate? Obviously, in the Warriors-Raiders game, the Raiders lost half their whole bench, and the Warriors came back in that game and they beat Canberra. But, mate, do you reckon it's a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing, or maybe it's an overreaction? What are your thoughts on it, mate?
I actually don't mind it. I don't mind the 18th man rule, but sort of I'm a little bit mixed. So bit mixed. Sort of like it, but sort of not go. So
yeah.
We'll see what happens. If it's not good, then they shouldn't have it. But we'll see.
Yeah,
well, we don't know if it's going to be good. We don't know if it's going to be good because it'll never be used.
Exactly. It'll be just like the 2-point field goal. You'll never see it.
Yeah.
You'll never see it. And it will never. You might see it eventually, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. But look, my opinion, 18th man, I was listening to what Gus Gould said about it. He made a good point about it, saying that it was one round, and Andrew Johns and Brad Fittler was saying that it was an overreaction because of one game. And I have to agree. It only happened. It's happened in one round, and everyone's panicking. They're changing the rules about it. What about the other rules? You got 6 again. That speeds the game up very quick. The 6 again where they if you don't go back to 10 meters instead of a penalty. So I think definitely overreaction. Probably. If it happened in every game for like 2 weeks straight, then you'd be like, whoa, okay, maybe they are bloody going a bit too fast with this here. But I think 18th man. I think it's. I don't want to see it personally because they're talking about it being an emerging player. But can someone explain to me what the hell an emerging player is? Is it a young kid that hasn't played yet, or is it a rookie? I don't know what it is, but I think I don't think it's needed personally.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anything else, you guys? Anything you guys want to add to it before we move on to the next topic?
No, go ahead.
All right, too easy. Well, this one here, this is madness, I reckon. Adam Reynolds. So obviously he is off contract at the end of this year. There's been talk about Reynolds going to a few clubs, and Apparently, Adam Reynolds' manager has given the Rabbitohs until Monday morning whether to give Reynolds a 2-year deal. If they don't, Reynolds manager said that he will be free to negotiate with other clubs. I understand my team, the Cowboys, have offered him $1 million for 3 years. So basically Michael Morgan's contract, that's going to be retired. So, and then the Broncos might be interested along with the West Tigers. But Adam Reynolds, I know he's getting old, and I know he might be a bit of hot property to some clubs that are desperate at the moment. But are the Rabbitohs mad or are they playing it smart? Because I think they've gone mad, Souths. What do you reckon, Trev?
It's absolutely ridiculous. How are they not offering more than one year? Offer him 2 years. I know what you want. You want him at the Cowboys, right?
I'll happily take him if he's available.
And people say, "Oh, he's been injured. He's played over 20 games the last 4 years."
Exactly.
What do you want from him? Where's their next halfback coming from?
Yeah, I've got no idea. Just thinking on the top of my head, I don't know any juniors.
They've got a couple of young juniors coming through, but
they haven't got.
It's not Adam Reynolds.
No, they haven't got any good ones. I mean, if South Sydney actually think Cody Walker, Cook, and Latrell are going to do it all on their own, they're off their goddamn heads. No way.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm shocked too, actually, about it. Yeah.
The only people that can't see it is them.
Yeah, they're blind. I don't know what's going on down there. But I said this shit about 2 weeks before the season started. If South Sydney don't get this Adam Reynolds shit sorted out before the season starts, it's going to get ugly. It's going to cause shit. It's going to cost them games because of distractions. And look what's happening. We're 3 rounds into the season. South's is absolutely flying, as we know. But this off-field drama, it will definitely impact them on the field eventually. Because then South's going to be like, oh, yeah, Reynolds, he's the captain of the Rabbitohs. He's our captain. He's going next year. Who gives a fuck about him? Let's not listen to him. And they'll do stupid shit. So,
you reckon the players are going to do that?
I can see it happening. Like, I wouldn't be shocked.
I can't see that happening. They'll play for him. They won't.
Yeah.
Because they'll think he's hard done by. They won't just stop listening to him.
Yeah, fair. They are in good form. But to be fair, they beat who they beat the second round. They beat Manly, who were going bad. And they beat
26.
They beat Roosters, who weren't doing, they were doing all right, but they didn't beat anyone ever. But, I don't know what the hell. I mean, apparently Reynolds wants a 2-3 year deal. I mean, I'd offer him a 2 year deal. I don't know why 1 year deal is so bad. I'll just offer him 2 years. I don't know what the go is there. It's unbelievable.
He's only 30.
Exactly. He's still got 4 years in him, probably 3-4 years
at
in
least.
Him. Yeah. NRL Vid 090. What are your thoughts on it, mate? What do you reckon about Reynolds?
Well, yeah, like everyone said, it's going to be distraction for Souths. I mean, knowing that their own captain's in talks about leaving and all that, it's definitely going to be a distraction for them on the playing field and that. So it's not good how it's kind of dragging on. But hopefully it gets all sorted on Monday. The whole Reynolds situation. I think he might leave, actually, the South. So I reckon he won't stay there. I reckon he'll go to the Cowboys. I think Cowboys have already come to Sydney, and I've offered him a pretty fair deal, I've heard. So I reckon he might take the Cowboys deal and might leave South. But, got to wait and see.
As much as I want Reynolds, he would be a big buy for us. But with all due respect to my team and all, Adam Reynolds is not going to fix the problems just like that. Like everyone's going to say. You know what the media will say. They'll be like, oh, Reynolds, the Cowboys, they're top 8. They're going to need more than Reynolds to be a good side again. But, yeah, look, fair enough. But Warriors Fanatics, mate, what are your thoughts on this Reynolds stuff?
Yeah, I just think it's completely ridiculous that what the Rabbitohs are not offering him enough contract. They should be offering him more what he's going to get. So, bit of a distraction for the Rabbitohs at the moment. They should hurry up and sort it out. And yeah, it's just completely ridiculous. They should get it sorted out sooner rather than later, in my opinion. So yeah, I think he's going to leave. Actually, I think he'll leave because the Rabbitohs are just mucking around a bit.
I've got a quick question about this Reynolds stuff. What is Adam Reynolds worth right now? What is his price tag worth? What do you reckon he's worth?
I I'd say what he's worth, probably 6K a season, I reckon.
Okay, yep, 600,000.
What's 600K?
Really?
Jeez, a lowballing him. I reckon he's worth at least 809 to a good club, $1 million to a shit club like the Cowboys.
Yeah, fair enough.
If the Tigers aren't throwing him $1 million, what's wrong with them?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, have a look at the Titans. I mean, they've got Fogarty there who's solid. Ash Taylor's probably going to end up leaving.
Well, no Tigers.
Oh, Tigers. Oh, yeah, West Tigers. Yep.
Titans could do with him as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Fanatics. What is that about Fanatics? What do you reckon Reynolds is worth right now?
Yeah, I think around that 8K mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
800K.
Well, I mean, have a look at it. He's probably a top 3 halfback in the game. What do you reckon? Top 3 halfback?
Well, you got Ben Hunt's on 1.2 million. Obviously, no one's paying him 1.2, but 900,000 is and arguably he's better than Ben Hunt.
Yeah, exactly. Way better than Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt's like, he hasn't been great for a long time.
Yeah, as Lodel said here, around 800K to $1 million to the right club.
Yeah. Look, I think if you're going to pay Ben Hunt, Anthony Milford, Ash Taylor $1 million, Reynolds has got to be close to that $1 million market. So I think clubs like the Cowboys, Broncos, Tigers, they'll offer him $1 million. Clubs like the Rabbitohs, they'll offer him probably 650, 700, because you know what they're like with salary cap. They're trying to get everyone under the cap so they can win a comp with that team they have. But me personally, I think he'll come to Townsville because $1 million for 3 years. I mean, $1 million a season. It's hard to turn that down considering that's a lot of money considering what he's on at South. But hey, maybe he'll be loyal. I don't know, but let's talk about the other guy who's leaving at the end of the year, Moses Zemploy. Now he came out and said apparently to the West Tigers, apparently said it to a few people that he's not worth his price tag and he wants to go to the market and be a free agent. So Moses Zemploy, I've never really been a big fan of him, but where would he be? I guess a good fit at, you reckon?
Oh, he'll be a good fit in the Super League. So no one's paying him that sort of money.
No way. Moses Zemploy. Lorenzo, NRL bid 090. Where do you think Mbai will end up, mate?
Where I think he'll end up, I think it's a tough one because not many clubs need him, but there's some that don't really need him, but like they could use him. And look, I know Nick's not this, but probably Cowboys are an option.
Fuck me, Dad.
Fuck's sake. That's a Cowboys move right there.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe a sit in the Super League. Who knows? But I don't know. It's a tough one for Moses Zemploy. He can potentially go to some clubs that might need a good backup fullback. I'm not sure. It's a tough one.
I reckon Mbai maybe go back up to maybe the Titans. Maybe they could use someone who can play anywhere in the field. I know they got Peachy in that position now, but he wants to play lock, from what I understand, and I think he will play lock, and maybe Mbai could be a good option for him. Maybe go back to Canterbury. I don't know, but me personally, I reckon he might go to the Titans or the Broncos personally. But Warriors Fanatics, what do you reckon Moses Zemploy is going to end up?
Oh God, I go to England.
Go to England.
The biggest problem with him is he hasn't got a position.
Many clubs that would want him here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a clue where he ends up. I mean, what's he on now? Not 900,000 a season. He probably wouldn't even get 400,000 now for his value. In my opinion,
53.
Yeah, he'd probably get like 350 if later. I mean, I don't know what his best position is, but I'm going to say maybe 5'8", maybe hooker. I don't see him as a center. I don't see him as a fullback. Maybe he's a 5'8". I'm not too sure, but I reckon he might go to the Broncos or the Titans. I can't see him going up north. I fucking hope not anyway. But I reckon he might go to the Titans or the Broncos because I think the Broncos need more players and the Titans, well, everyone knows I hate the Titans, but I think it'd be a handy fit for them, I guess. But anyway, fucking my Zemploy. Let's move on to the next guy. Dane Gagai. Now, this one doesn't surprise me that much because I know South's just upgraded Campbell Graham's contract. I've got Jackson Paulo coming through there, Stephen Masters, Braden Burns. I've got so many outside backs coming through. Dane Gagai, now, he has been linked to the Eels. I know Trev's an Eels fan, so I'd love to know what you think about that, Trev. You reckon Gagai to Parramatta would be a good fit?
I think it'd be a good fit, but I think he's too expensive for Parramatta right now. We don't really need him. We've got Opachich, who's more of a defensive centre, and we got Niokore, but we got Waka Blake on pretty big money. He's just too expensive. I actually think he would be a good fit for the Cowboys.
With Gagai, yeah.
Actually, who you got there? Isan Masters. It's the worst buy of last year.
Masters.
Oh, no doubt. Who else have we got up there? Oh, Valentine Holmes, one of your favourite players.
Oh, well, he's a great winger, but he's certainly nothing else. But
yeah, he's not a fullback.
and you got Justin O'Neill just dragging his ass up there. What's he? He's doing
what
nothing.
What the fuck's he doing? He's just sitting there in Queensland Cup doing fuck all.
That's right. So I actually think he would be a good centre for the Cowboys.
Yeah, if he's available, I'll love him. It depends on his price tag, though. I'd probably pay right now for Gagai. He is getting older. He definitely hasn't got the speed that he used to have. I'll probably offer him maybe 550, 600 a year. I don't think he's worth huge money because, wingers and centres aren't on the biggest money unless you're Valentine Holmes. But I think Gagai's worth about 600, 1,000 a season if you're going to play him in centre.
Well, he wants to be a centre. He's more of a winger for me.
Yeah, I agree.
He thinks he's a centre. He's another one who thinks he's a centre.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with that. NRL Vid 090, mate. What do you reckon about Gagai? Where should he go, or do you think South will try and keep him in the cap somehow? But what do you reckon, mate?
Well, personally, I can't stand Dane Gagai. I think he's a bit of a grub and his ego goes too home. He's an all right player. I mean, I think Souths, they don't really need him much. I mean, I think you said before, they've already got Braden Burns, Stephen Masters in the way, so I don't think Dane Gagai is that necessary to keep really. But obviously his experience, so maybe that's one factor that South could probably use to keep him. But I don't really think he's worth keeping. To be honest, they can do better than him, I reckon.
Warriors Fanatics, what do you reckon about Gagai? Well, how about this? Dane Gagai to the Warriors Fanatics. What do you reckon? Put him in the centres.
We don't need him at the moment. We're fine, actually. But he's a good player. But I think Souths will. I think Souths will try and keep him. Actually, I think they'll try and keep him. I don't see Gagai leaving us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Reynolds goes, they'll keep him.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Jesus Christ, what was that noise?
Nice.
I was going to say as well about Gagai too. If he went to Parramatta on a cheap deal, now, obviously they've got Govison and Sevo there. Fergo's, I think he's going to stay. I don't know if he'll leave.
Well, Fergo did get told he's leaving at the end of the year, but who knows? You never know if he's playing well.
He's playing well. I reckon they'll keep him. If I get Gagai and they got Wagga Blake there, that could be a really good backline. But Tom Opachek, I think, obviously, I'm not a big fan of Opachek. I've never really rated him. He's been, in attack, he's got no idea. But in defense, he's been all right, I guess. But, I think so far he's been like a 5, 6 out of 10 for Parramatta. He's had his good and bad games. But if Dane Gagai went to Parramatta, him and Sevo could be a nice combination. But it's got to be a good price tag for him. Even Manly, I know NRL Vid 090 won't like that, but Manly need outside backs too. What the hell's Brad Parker been doing all year?
Well, he is certainly better than Brad Parker, but you do have Dylan Walker and Moses Sully still there.
That's true. And Dylan Walker's off contract too, I think.
He might be off contract, not sure.
Look, I think Dylan Walker's a way better player than Brad Parker. I think Parker's slow. he should be playing in Reggie somewhere. I think Dylan Walker is more of a quality player. Won premierships, played State of Origin, played for Australia at a young age. I think he's a great player, Dylan Walker, when he's consistent. But, you know, Brad Parker gives it a go. Nothing special, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But-
No,
yeah, definitely he's way better.
yeah, he's definitely. Yeah, look, there's about 3 clubs that, for mine, that's to stand out for Gagai where he could go. I think Parramatta's a good option. Cowboys, if he wants to go back up to Queensland and live up in Queensland again, because he's obviously a Queenslander. And I was thinking the other club as well. What about the West Tigers? I know the West Tigers are so keen on those young ones, but they don't have a lot of experience. And to be honest, Joey Leilua, the biggest waste of money going around, he'll be up there. I think he's on big money, so maybe the Tigers if Leilua gets let go, because I don't think Joey Leilua is going to get back in the West Tigers team anytime soon. The way he was playing.
Yeah, definitely. He got Tommy Talau there at the moment, who was good on the weekend. And you have Jimmy the Jet, James Roberts. He's only on a 1-year deal, so if you let either of those, like, what's his name, Leilua go, or you let Jimmy the Jet go, then why not?
Yeah, and I was thinking as well. I know we're carrying on a bit about this Gagai shit, but what about Newcastle? Newcastle were very thin on outside backs. I've got a couple of good ones like Bradman Bass, Holmer Hunt. They're pretty good players, but they're very short on the other side of the field. You know, Shibasaki, he is sure as hell not a winger, and I reckon if Dane Gagai went back to Newcastle on the wing, it could be a good fit for him maybe. But yeah, look, it's going to be interesting where Dane Gagai goes. But me personally, I reckon he'll go to Parramatta. I think he might go to Parramatta, but we'll see what happens. But let's get into the round of 40, guys. So obviously the first game kicks off in about an hour and 10 minutes. Manly up against Penrith. Penrith for $1.10. Manly are at $7. Trev, I'll go to you first. How much of the Penrith's going to win this game by tonight?
I'll go 30 plus. I think they'll win 30 plus.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I reckon by about 40, personally. And our all vids, fanatics, mate. What are your tips for tonight's game? I think it's going to be a bloodbath, mate.
Oh, look, I hope it's an upset. I hope we pull off an upset, but no, it's not going to happen. And Penrith will win 46-18. I mean, look, you know, last year when we played a rookie, we upset the Eels out of nowhere. So you know, anything's possible, but I don't think so.
Warriors fanatics, what do you reckon, mate?
Yeah.
Are you there, bro?
Penrith will win rather comfortably, actually.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, look, I think we're all going to go Penrith 13 plus here. So let's move on to the next game. Good Friday, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock if you're in Queensland. Bulldogs, Rabbitohs, the traditional Good Friday game. Souths are like $1.05. Canterbury are about $9. Last year, the Bulldogs beat Souths out of nowhere. No one saw coming. I can't see it happening tomorrow. But Trev, I don't know about you, but I reckon Souths will win this game by at least 36 points.
Yeah, I'm going a point a minute, 80 plus. I can't, like, anything. If they both play like they did last week, it could dead set be 100.
Oh, my God, you're not wrong.
That was some of the worst football I've ever seen by the Dogs.
Oh, the Dogs. I mean, fuck me. Last week against Brisbane, I was watching that game. Honestly, I don't know how I didn't fall asleep watching it. Honestly, I was sitting there that tired going, this is the worst fucking game I've seen in about 3 years. It was an absolute bludger. Souths on the other end. They're fresh as. And I'll tell you right now, if it's dry conditions, Souths over fucking 30 points in the first half, I reckon. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on, Lorenzo.
Oh no, you're right, because you know, obviously Souths, they play well on a dry track, and you know, Bulldogs, they just struggle in attack always. So yeah, it should be a big win for South, I reckon.
And Warriors for next, I'm guessing that Souths will win this game by a lot, mate.
Yeah, South Sydney really I'll say 30 points. I'll say they'll win by 30. Could win by a lot more, but I'm going to say Rabbits by 30.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say, before we go on to the next game, if it's dry conditions at ANZ Stadium, it could really be fucking ugly. I'll tell you. The other game Friday night, I honestly believe this game has potential to be 70-0. Storm Broncos, Amy Park Friday night. Melbourne are $1. They're fucking $1.01. Brisbane are about $10. Trev, I don't know about you, but Melbourne, I reckon they could win this by a massacre scoreline. This one here.
Yeah, another carve up. This could be 50, 60, 70, whatever the Storm want.
Yeah.
Pappenhausen's going to score a couple as well.
Oh, no doubt about that. Warriors Fanatics, what are your thoughts on this game, mate?
Brisbane have no chance. Melbourne they really lose 3 in a row, so Melbourne for me easily they'll win it by like 30 or 40 points.
Yeah. Lorenzo, I'm guessing you're going to go with the same Melbourne by about 100,000 points.
It's. I'd say maybe the Storm between 40 points to 10. Broncos they're not going to win last week, but to be fair, it was against the Dogs, and they're pretty much nothing special either. So I just think that after the Storm coming off 2 straight losses and they're back at home, I mean they can't lose 3 straight short under Bellamy. Yeah, it's going to be an easy dub for the Melbourne Storm, I reckon. It should be anyway.
Did you just say Brisbane will score 10 points?
No, I said Broncos 40.
If the Broncos score more than 1 try, I'll be shocked. If they score more than 6 points, I'll be very surprised. I reckon they'll win 54-4. I'm going to go down to the pub. I'm going to go down to the pub tomorrow or later tonight. I'm going to go get one of those pick the score tickets. Melbourne 54-4. It's going to fucking happen. It's going to be a absolute nightmare. The next game, I reckon it'll be a fucking bloodbath as well. Sharks and the Cowboys are Strata Jubilee now because of the fucking virus in Queensland. Sharks are $1.35. Cowboys at $3.20. 5:15 on Saturday. Look, I'd love to see my boys get up, but they're going to get fucking destroyed. I reckon the Sharks win this by about 30. It could be more. Trev, what do you reckon?
Yeah, Sharks by about 30. The Cowboys, what are they doing? They get 1 try scored against them, that's it. They drop the ball 800 times a game.
Yeah. It's going to be a long day, long night. Ain't going to be pretty, that game. Lorenzo, what do you reckon, mate? I can't see it being close, personally.
Yeah, it won't be close. I think, look, I've went the Sharks, by actually 12, 24-12.
Fuck, you're generous.
Look, I'd see, I think Cowboys, they could be better. I mean, you just got to hope as a Cowboys fan that they improve from last week against Gold Coast, but, Sharks, they're in better form and they should get the win on.
It's going to be a fucking bloodbath, I'm telling you. It's not going to be pretty. Warriors Fanatics, mate. Sharks or Cowboys? I know you hate the Sharks' guts. I know you hate them more than any other team, but you can't possibly tip the Cowboys this week, surely.
Nah, I can't. I just can't. Sharks for me to win. For the win. Sharks by 10.
By how much? 10?
Yeah, by 10. Yeah. Just the Sharks just don't score many points, so I don't see them scoring that many points. Yeah, even though the Cowboys have been shocking, but I just don't see them scoring that many points.
The only thing that's going to give the Cowboys a chance is because they're due for a win. They're 0-3. You're definitely not going to be 0-10. They're going to win a game soon, but I can't see it happening this week. No way in the world. Sharks by at least 30, and I know I've been shitting on Chad Townsend for a little while. I reckon it's a bit overrated. I know Trev's can't stand Chad Townsend, but he always scores.
I don't mind him.
Yeah, fair.
I don't mind him. I just think he's a role player. He's not a star.
Yeah, he always scores against the Cowboys, so I'm chucking him in my multi this week. He always scores against us.
if the Cowboys lose by less than 10, they'll be celebrating in the sheds.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. The next game. Now, this game, I reckon this game could be the game of the round. The Titans up against the Raiders down at Estrada Jubilee Stadium. This is 7:45 on Saturday night. Raiders are $1.55. Gold Coast at $2.40. Now, everyone knows I can't stand the Gold Coast. I reckon they're a pretty good price this week at $2.40. I was tempted to tip them, but I think Canberra will get them in a close one. But this game, I reckon this game might be the game of the round. I reckon it'll be really tight. Trev, what do you reckon about this one? Titans and the Raiders.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. This was easily the toughest one of the round for me.
Yeah.
The Raiders, they had some injuries last week, which brought them back just a peg. I'm gonna go Titans on this one, 1-12.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I did say on my previews that I was going to say Titans 1-12 because it was at the Gold Coast, but I still think they've got a chance at Estrada.
Yeah. See, the reason why I reckon Canberra will win is because out of the first 3 rounds, they're probably the team that's undefeated. That's probably been, I guess you could say, less convincing compared to the other sides, and the Titans' record in New South Wales is just diabolical. I know they've had a couple of bad history and all that with, winning in Sydney and shit, but I think Canberra win because it's in Sydney, and I think that, the Titans don't travel too well, but I guess, every club's got to learn to win away from home, but it should be a really
Did you say the Raiders are undefeated?
Yeah, they're still 3-0, which is surprising.
No, they lost last week against the Warriors.
Oh, that's right. What the fuck am I on about? But, out of all the big sides that we all think that are going to be up there, they've been probably the worst of the lot, I reckon, to be fair. But Lorenzo, mate, Titans Raiders, I reckon it'll be really close. So what's your tip for the game? Where's Lorenzo? Don't tell me the connection cut out.
Oh. G'day.
Where the fuck did they go?
Ooh.
Oh, here he is.
What the?
Where is everyone?
Warriors and our fanatics died.
Thanks, Beanie Car Sports.
Oh, let's have a look at the chat.
Oh, Jolene, shut the gates.
Shut the gates. How good. What a fucking great name to the channel, that is. Love it. How the fuck did you even that name, Shut the Gates? Where the hell did you get that from?
Oh, it's an old rap saying. Old Rabbits Warren.
Oh,
If a player runs away, shut the gate.
that's right. I remember that. How good's that? All right, Fanatics, mate. I don't know what's going on with Lorenzo, but we'll get him back on here in a minute. I always get annoyed with his connection. It drives me insane. But Titans Raiders, mate, should be a good one. Who do you reckon will win? Don't tell me he's cut out too. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I've got the Raiders here. I think they'll bounce back after that loss to the Warriors last week against us, and yeah, they'll be filthy how they let that one slip. 31 points to 10 up, and I know they had 3 players off with injuries, but they had a 31-10 lead and they let it slip, so they won't be happy with that. And the Gold Coast Titans, I do give them a bit of hope here. I do give them some hope. I've got the Raiders to win. I think they'll win by 6. I think it'll be a very close contest. Yeah, so on the Raiders by 6.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if anyone bid 090 is here, but mate, can you hear me or what?
No, I can
don't know
hear
what that
now.
is.
Jeez, we've got some good audio.
Oh, it's fucking horrendous, isn't it? Mate, Titans Raiders, what do you reckon?
I see some people in the comments saying that Titans for an upset, but I can't see. I mean, Raiders, I reckon. I mean, Titans are good against Cowboys, but to be fair, it was Cowboys. I mean, Raiders they'll be hungry after last week's loss to the Warriors. I'm sure Ricky, obviously didn't like a comeback. Look, Canberra are more of a quality side. They're more of a better, more suitable side than the Titans. I think Canberra, they'll be better. They'll be the team, honestly. I got Canberra winning to 16. I think, they'll be too good. And they could be a bit better than expected, but Canberra will be too good on the day, I reckon.
Yeah, fair enough. So we got 3 people going for the Raiders and Trevor's going for the Titans. I reckon I'll be copping it from Trevor if the Titans do get up. Oh, fucking.
Let's go, Titans.
I'll be copping it if the Titans win. But Sunday, Easter Sunday. I don't give a fuck about Easter. It's just another day to me. But Knights and the Dragons. McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle, 4 o'clock on Sunday. Knights are $1.40. Dragons at $2.90. Now, if the Dragons had Ben Hunt and Jack Bird, I was actually considering tipping the Dragons. But with them players out, I think Newcastle will win by 10 personally. But Trev, what do you reckon on this one? Knights and the Dragons.
Yeah, mate, agree with you. If Ben Hunt was there and Jack Bird was there, I'd probably lean towards more the Dragons. I think they're playing a bit better at the moment. But Newcastle, they're going to be at home again. I think they're just going to be a bit too strong coming off the loss. Their forwards were good last week. The Knights. It was the backs that let them down. Shibasaki dropped the ball 800 times. You got. But Frizzell was excellent. The Saifidi brothers was excellent. One of them is injured this week, though, I think. So,
really.
And the Dragons, I like them, but I haven't got that much confidence in them without Ben Hunt at the moment. I think he's one of their best.
Yeah, I agree. Look, what's his name? The coach, Adam O'Brien, he was pulling a Craig Bellamy last week. It was absolutely fuming. 19 errors or something it was against the Tigers, where they almost stole that game, but they ended up losing it. But look, it should be a close one. I think Knights by about 10. I think it will be 1-12. I can't see it being a blowout. But the Dragons will be fired up because Tyson Frizzell, he said something the other day where he was talking about playing at the Knights is football, playing at the Dragons it wasn't football. So you can imagine Tarek Sims will be going up to Tyson Frizzell on Sunday, so that'll be interesting to see how that all goes about. But NRL Vid 090, Knights and the Dragons, mate. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it'll be close. I think, playing, pretty good footy against Cowboys. They seem to look a bit better in attack and exciting. I think this week the Knights will win 20 points to 12. They should be a bit too good at home. And I think if Jack Bird and Ben Hunt were playing, certainly help. But Knights are the better team, and they should get the win on Sunday. They should get the win.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking forward to that game. Actually, I reckon it'll be one of the most enjoyable games of the round, considering the first 3 or 4 games we all reckon they'll be about 30 plus. So I reckon Knights Dragons actually will be a good game. But Warriors Fanatics, mate, Knights and Dragons. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, I reckon the Knights will bounce back here. I got on the Knights by 4, but yeah, the Dragons, they've shown a bit of improvement lately. Actually, they've done much better in the last 2 games. I think Newcastle in front of their home fans, they'll want to bounce back after that disappointing loss last weekend. So yeah, I've got on the Newcastle Knights by 4 actually in a very close game.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the thing with the Knights as well is Mitchell Pearce's 300th game they got beat, so you'd imagine they'll be absolutely fuming about that, and that they will want to bounce back. But it is a danger game for the Knights because the Dragons, I mean, if I show up, they are capable of causing an upset, but the Knights will probably win that one. Then also Sunday night at the SCG, 6:15, Roosters and the Warriors. Now this game is a very interesting game. Roosters are $1.45, Warriors in the $2.75. Man, this is a really interesting game. I think before last week you would have said Roosters probably 1-12 or 13 plus, but now without Keary, I reckon the Warriors are a good chance here. Trev, what do you reckon? Roosters and the Warriors, it should be a good one, I reckon.
Yeah, I think they've got a shot, but I think the Roosters will still be just too good. The Warriors, whether they come back and win, they still let 25 points in. They still went down by 21 points, right? So they're down 31-10 at one stage. If they let the Roosters get anywhere close to that, there's no way the Warriors are coming back from them against the Roosters.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with you there. We'll go to Warriors NRL Fanatics, mate. What do you reckon? Obviously, you're a Warriors fan, and you want them to win against a Roosters side who we all think that they're a top 8 side now. But mate, do you reckon the Warriors can cause an upset, or do you reckon the Roosters will be too good at the SCG?
Last week, there's some comeback from us last week. Actually, it was remarkable. Didn't think we'd come back by that much, that margin. And if we start the first half off better, I think we're quite a chance upset against the Roosters, but if we start off badly like we did in the first half, then I can't see us winning. So, yeah, I think we can win this one, actually. I think we can win because, yeah, I look at our team. Our lineup looks a little bit better than the Roosters. I know the Roosters, they've still got the likes of James Tedesco. He's a player that we need to watch out for if we're going to cause an upset. So, yeah, I've got the Warriors here, actually. I'm going to pick my team. I'm going to pick the Warriors. Warriors by 4, actually. I think it'll be a very close game. So, yeah, I got the Warriors by 4 in a very, very close game.
Yep. All right. Fair enough. NRL vid 090. What do you reckon, mate? Roosters, Warriors.
Look, I think I was close to picking the Warriors for an upset this round. But look, I think because of the SCG, just because they've still got Tedesco, they've still got the Morris boys and all that. That should get them enough. That should be enough to get them home. But look, I think Warriors. Like I said, I was close to picking them. So we'll see what happens. But I think Roosters win 16-12. I think it'll be a really tight match. And but I give Warriors every chance.
Yeah. See, the Warriors. This is where you got to be careful with the Warriors. Now, they beat a big team last week in Canberra, who we all think are probably a top 6, top 4 side. We all think they're going to be up there at the end of the year. Every time the Warriors knock off a big side, they always seem to lose the week after that against another good side or whoever they're playing. So you got to be careful with the Warriors because you know what they're like, very hot and cold. The Roosters, I think they're going to really struggle to score points without Kiri. I know Sam Walker's a good young kid, but there's a lot of pressure on him. Manu at 5'8" is going to be very, very unusual. I don't know how he'll go at 5'8". I think the Roosters are going to really struggle to score points. Maybe Tedesco will play a lot of first receiver. I'm not too sure. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Tedesco go to 5'8" for a week and see how it goes. But look, I'm going to go the Warriors 13 plus here. I don't know why. I just think the Roosters without Kiri, they're going to struggle with points this week. If the Warriors are down 10-0, I'm going to be all done with them because if the Warriors lose this game, I'm going to be pretty annoyed at myself because I know what the Warriors are like with this shit because I've done it for years. So I'm going the Warriors by 14, but with absolutely zero confidence. But just watch the Roosters 18 points now. So we'll see what happens. And then the final game, Easter Monday at Stadium Australia, ANZ Stadium, Telstra Stadium, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Tigers and the Eels, Easter Monday. Eels are $1.30, Tigers at $3.50. I reckon the Eels will win. But Trev, your mates, the Eels, how do you reckon they'll go in this one?
Yeah, man, I picked him on my previews on Shut the Gates. I picked him between 13 and 18. Yeah, I think it all depends on how the Tigers play. If they come with what they played with last week, I think it could. I think Para will still win, but I think they'll win a little less comfortable. But if they played how they played 2 weeks ago, the Tigers could lose by 40. It's basically up to the Tigers.
Yeah,
I think Parramatta will sort of come with the same attitude they've been come with for the other 3 weeks, and if they're able to do that, then they'll put some points on.
Yep, no doubt, no doubt. NRL vid 090, mate. Tigers, Eels. What do you reckon?
I reckon Eels win in a bloodbath match. I think Eels actually smash the Tigers. Hopefully, I can't stand the Tigers, but look, 36-8. I can see Tigers getting a penalty goal to start the game. That's why I've gone with 8 points. And
penalty goal.
I think they have more off the back of Mitchell Moses, so I expect to have a big game. Guffo, and they have a good 4-pack as well. So I'd say those are sort of home on Monday, but I think it's going to be a really good match, like it always is on Easter Monday between these two teams. I'd say it's going to be a really one.
Yeah. Warriors Fanatics, mate, what do you reckon? Are you there, mate? Warriors NRL Fanatics, are you there, bro?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Are you
I've
there,
got
bro?
Parramatta winning Rugby. Yeah, I'll go Parramatta by probably 18 points. I think they'll win by 18. They could win
Yeah,
Parramatta by 18. Yeah,
yeah.
they're
No,
just a better team on paper over the West Tigers. I mean, the West Tigers last week, yeah, the Newcastle team with a lot of it. So, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, look, I think Parramatta win. I reckon I win 13 plus. Look, the thing with the West Tigers, like good 1 week. Like they were shit for the first two, then they had a win last week. So Parramatta, for mine, at the moment they are absolutely flying at the moment. They're playing with a lot of spirit. Their forward pack is doing great. I think Ryan Madison will be out for a big game. I remember last year where he got concussed against the West Tigers, so he'll be out for a big game against his former side. I reckon he might score 1 or 2 tries. If Parramatta start well, it'll be all over Red Rover. I think the Tigers, for mine, they're I reckon they're a really shit team. I don't think their forward pack is going to be anything special here. I think Parramatta's forward pack will go for them, especially the form that Campbell Gillard and Paulo are in. And, Isaiah Papali'i off the bench has been outstanding for Parramatta so far this year. And Reid Marnie's playing like the fucking Queensland hooker at the moment. He's on absolute fire. So I reckon Parramatta win and win well. So Para 13 plus for mine. But the only way the Tigers can win is if Parramatta just knock the ball on and play shit. It's the only way they can win.
Have you still got the Tigers wooden spoon?
Yeah.
I had them for the spoon, but at the moment I'm changing. I'm going the Cowboys for the spoon now.
They're not the worst team by far. Manly's worse
reckon?
than them right now. I don't think Manly's going to get it. I think the Cowboys are worse. I think the Tigers on the weekend they showed what they can do more.
Yeah.
At least they're showing something. The Dogs are showing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
For me it's out of them and Manly at the moment, or Cowboys.
Yeah. See, the thing with the Tigers that worries me is last week when they played Newcastle made about 19 errors, and then Newcastle got the lead back, which when you make 19 errors, you have no right to be in front whatsoever. And then the Tigers scored with 5 to go off a try, which the more you look at it, when James Roberts went through the line, he did take out one of the Knights players. I don't know if it was you could argue he milked it or maybe for an obstruction. When I was watching the game live, I thought I was going to say no try because I thought there might have been an obstruction there. But I don't see the Tigers beating any team in the top 8. Obviously, they beat Newcastle, but like the big teams, like they won't be going anywhere near these big sides, I reckon. But, maybe it's because Luke Brooks is there and maybe he's a little bit stale, and I don't rate their forward pack as highly as other people do. I think Jacob Little surprised me a little bit so far this year. I thought he was going to be a dud, but he's probably been in their top 3 best players most games, to be fair. And
Dane Laurie's their best player.
Yes,
by far.
yes. Dane Laurie's been outstanding.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, no doubt. I think he'll win it easily now. But I don't know. The Tigers, I think they're going to be one of those sides where when the Tigers play teams like the Dogs, Cows, Manly Broncos, they'll probably win those games. They might be, they might go close against the teams that like the Sharks and the teams that are around that area. The fucking who else is around there? All those sort of sides. But we'll see how the Tigers go. But I hope it's a close game because it's a public holiday on Monday, and I want to sit home and I want to watch the footy. I hope it's a good game, but I reckon Parramatta will win very comfortably, personally. But that's it for the round of footy. Anything you guys want to talk about before we get on out of here?
No, I'm good to go.
To be honest.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to say, really. I think that's pretty much covered everything that we all had scheduled. But, guys, that might do it for the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, episode number 5. A big thank you to Trev from Shut the Gates for jumping on, mate. It was good having you on, and we'll definitely get you on again in the future for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm just on Shut the Gates on YouTube, so subscribe there.
Everyone go and check out Shut the Gates on YouTube. It's a great channel. The fucking intro gets me excited every time. I love the intro that you guys made. It's fucking brilliant. Mate. Absolutely brilliant. But, guys, thanks to the chat. Thanks to NRLvid090 Warriors Fanatics and Shut the Gates for jumping on. Appreciate it, guys. And, I'll see you guys later tonight for the Thursday Night Football review between penalty for Manly if I don't fall asleep at half time after it's 40-0. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and see you later.